Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm on my way to Pompeii. Before I set off, I had a look to see if there were any really large supermarkets along the way. I'm always on a quest to get my stuff, and there is, so I'm gonna go in there and see if I can get what I need. Security lock. Quite excited, possibility of getting some of my stuff, but it doesn't look to be as big a superstore as I was led to believe. We will see. I'm not going to bring you in, I wouldn't do that again.
12 seconds later.
That was it. All I got was vinegar, nothing else. It says superstore, but it's not a superstore. I'm thinking Tesco's superstore, 10 times bigger than that. So there must be bigger stores somewhere, so I'm not completely disheartened, but that was the only thing on the list of can't gets that I got. I'm surprised I'm in such a built up area. Today's drive was an hour and 20 minutes, and I didn't think there were any towns or cities between where I left and Pompeii. Could you get any more an Italian looking place than this? The problem is, of course, these roads were built for the horse and cart, not for a big lump of metal like this. And it's getting tighter and tighter. I don't know how narrow this can possibly get. It's almost a footpath now. Glad to see this traffic stopped. Yeah, I got a wee bit of a rest. Yeah, mate, that's going to help. Since way back after Switzerland, where roads like this and potholes, one of them, if you remember, led to a wee bit of a disaster. I'll try and see if I can film some of them. It is quite hard to film them because you don't know when they're coming, but you'll see how bad these roads really are. This is led directly from the main street out of town, and of course this is all about avoiding tolls, where if you take the toll roads, you don't get any of this, but of course you don't see any of this either, and it's really exhausting. You have to pay attention all the time to everything. 1 mile to go to the campsite, and I can honestly tell you that's the most difficult and stressful drive that I've ever had to do. It was only an hour and 10 minutes, and I am knackered. Bad roads, bad drivers, crazy. It's all nuts. And on my clock, I hadn't looked at the mileage. I just always tend to look at the time. And whenever I set up, it says an hour and 20 minutes. Then I looked at my phone, and it said at one stage 45 minutes. And then I looked at the miles. It wasn't even that far from the campsite. It's just because it's so busy. This bit here now is cleared up a good bit. I've just arrived in this new campsite, and I'm shell shocked. It's buzzing. Even a tent. So it's a bit strange because I've been used to everywhere being quiet and talking about it like to go somewhere there was lots of people and holiday makers, and all of a sudden I'm right in the middle of it. I turned a corner and there was Pompeii to my right and this campsite to your left. Turned in, lovely girl at the reception, straight into a good spot. Nice and secluded. And that's the main road, and about 100 feet away is the entrance to Pompeii. So I've checked in for 2 nights, so I'm sort of spoiling myself now. I've just had 3 nights in the last place and right away 2 nights here. But the truth is, whenever you're in a motorhome site, you're not spending. I hadn't thought about that before I left. I allowed myself every weekend in the campsite thinking that was going to work out. But I've ended up, like yesterday and the day before, practically didn't spend any money because you're in the campsite. So I don't think it's any more expensive in the long run than being out and about, because when I'm out and about, I'm looking for places to go all the time. You know, you're just itching for spending some money in a shop or whatever. It's a bit unusual actually, because usually when I arrive at a campsite I've been wild camping for a night or two. So the first thing I need to do is find out where to empty the loo and I'll fill up with water. Don't need to now, I'm all full up. All I need to do is find the electricity. There's a hose. That is charcoal for barbecue, diesel, water, electric cable, hose. And that should be power on. Yeah. So that's a 240 light. I've two 240s. So I have all these lots of other wee lights, but they're not as bright as a 240 for whenever I'm not plugged in.
The next morning.
Good morning guys. Woke up in this great wee motorhome site. Lots of activity, I'm over the moon. Beautiful day, it's quite warm, and I'm going to go exploring. I'm going to have a go at getting the bike going again today. Not that this has anything to do with it. The chain's rusted up, the wee brake thing, caliper's rusted, that wee thing's rusted, that wee thing's rusted. This is undercover and it's meant to be ridden outside anyway. Shouldn't rust that expensive, but none of those things are the reason for it to not be starting. It's something to do with that controller and that, the battery. I'm thinking of electrifying it. I'll give that a bit of a thought. I don't want to regret that, but just take all the electrical stuff off it and use it as a bike. That would keep me fitter, but not as much fun getting up hills. Molly doesn't care. Do you care? Nope. So give it a bit of a clean up, scraped off the rust, oiled everything up, and here we go. I'm gonna have a go. Hope nobody's watching. That went better than I thought. At least I know I can still ride a bike. You know what they say? It's like riding a bike or something. I've just confused my wee brain. I've been fiddling my bike for a while. I've got the chain was sort of seized up and different things, and I have it riding really well, but no power, and I can't change gear. Don't know why, but it's very rideable. So I have two places that I'd like to go to today. There's a mall, and there's a few bits and pieces that I've wanted to get. Don't know whether to take the bike or not. You know, for someone that hasn't ridden bicycle in a long time, it'd be a bit dangerous. It's dangerous enough out in those roads in the van, but on a bike in the city, don't know. Might just walk, but then I might take a bike. So if you don't hear from me again, you'll know I took the bike. So my gears won't work at all. No movement. No movement. Nothing happening whatsoever whenever I do that. But when I pull the cable, it works. So if there's a problem, it's here on both sides. Because from the cable to both sets of gears, everything moves fine. Please help if you know. Can't help thinking I'm doing something stupid. It all looks in good condition. Can't find a locking mechanism on them. don't know what that wee grey button is, but I don't think that's anything to do with it, because there's no wee grey button on that side, and it's stuck as well. This is definitely a first. Shush! Have to go back and put them in. I forgot. Got excited there getting onto the bike. Shush, but the tour to campsite. The Shelley's. Raindrops keep falling on my head, just like the guy's feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know. Ta-da. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, be brilliant. Thumbs up would be brilliant, comment would be brilliant. But that's it for me, so until next time, bye for now.